You know, each year, communities throughout our nation are tested when a disaster strikes, whether it's a hurricane, a tornado, wildfire, or some kind of man-made disaster. We're reminded that emergencies can happen at any time and almost without warning. Nearly a year ago, communities throughout the Northeast, including Delaware, were tested when Hurricane Sandy swept over our coast. The flooding, the destruction that Sandy left in its wake reminded all of us how important it is to prepare for disaster. As Sandy and the disasters both before and since have taught us, preparing for disaster can go a long way toward protecting our communities, our homes, and our loved ones. Since this month is National Emergency Preparedness Month, I just want to encourage Delaware and all Americans as well to begin preparing today for disaster. It's important for all of us to take the time to come up with a plan in the case of a disaster. Talk with your family, your friends, build a kit of emergency supplies, determine safe meetup spots in case you're displaced or separated. You can find tips and more by visiting FEMA's website at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. Having a plan in place before disasters strike can save homes, businesses, even lives. As chairman of the Senate Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee, I work with my congressional colleagues, House and Senate Democrats and Republicans, also government partners, including FEMA, the National Guard, and others to ensure the government is doing everything it needs to do to be prepared for responding to disasters and to keep Americans safe. And while our government's preparation for and our response to an emergency is important, the uncertainty of a disaster means that we can never really know for certain when help will arrive. I often like to say that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I think my grandmother taught me that, but I believe that this adage rings particularly true when it comes to disaster preparation. I hope everyone who's watching this video will take a couple of minutes this month, sit down with their own families to come up with a plan. It may just include like having batteries, a flashlight, some water, food, kind of food that won't spoil, non-perishable food. Those are the kinds of things that you can do. Do all those, you'll be happy that you did. Take care, be safe, God bless.